Good Wednesday morning, everybody. December 14th it is. Chris Allen here on Sam Channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. We've got some rain going on this morning, and some of you are getting some pretty decent rain out of this. And even though it looks like it's about to be over, for some of us, we're not done with this yet. So we get this first impulse that is moving through here this morning thing really along and east of I-65. That's where the rains are occurring this morning, but we still have the cold front and we have this area of low pressure, which is going to lift northward into the area as we go through the morning. And that's going to bring back a second wave of rain as we get into the afternoon and evening hours. So a brief little lull in the activity right here, but this is by no means done. In fact, some of the heavier rain may come as we get into midday, the afternoon, and the evening hours. Perhaps even a rumble of thunder or two. I've got a rumble right here this morning. The weather changes and the anticipated chill down, big time chilly weather is about to head our direction. We can take a look at that with the 10-day blend. And oh boy, I got something to show you here. Thought you saw something if you watched here yesterday. Wait till you see this. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the right hand side of your screen, right there in the red. Ouch. And look at the dates. December 23rd, December 24th. That's Christmas Eve. And look at how cold it's going to be. 29 for a high and 13 for a low. Christmas Eve night is going to be incredibly cold for us here. Now, will there be moisture? That is a big question mark. This far out, I can't make any promises, but it will certainly be cold enough for us. If there's moisture around, then who knows what could happen for Christmas Day. Until then, today is going to be the last day that we look at 60-degree weather or even 50-degree weather, because starting tomorrow, as you see, it's just going to progressively get colder around here. So we hit 61 yesterday. We did better than we thought we would on temperature. I was going with upper 50s. It actually hit 61, which is 11 degrees warmer than the average of 50. But now we're going to go back to more seasonable readings, as you see there, the next few days, and then just get colder and colder and colder, and then really cold as we get into the day before Christmas and Christmas Eve, and yes, even Christmas Day will look at cold around here. Big time polar air mass going to come our direction just in time for Christmas. But will we get snow? That's, again, a big question mark. We won't go there yet. Okay. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up at this point, but we'll see. It will certainly be cold enough. That I can tell you. All right. Let's take a look at current temperatures. Warm here with before the next surge of rain moves in. So most everybody in the 50s this morning, the exception northern and northeastern Kentucky in the 40s, and then almost 60 back into western Kentucky this morning. Check on rainfall past 24 hours. The Kentucky Mesonet sites showing about a third of an inch around here, maybe even close to a half inch in some cases. The heaviest rain so far has been in western Kentucky, over an inch. In fact, an inch and a half is at Wickliffe. No, La Center in Ballard County. An inch and a half rainfall there past 24 hours. So the heaviest rains, as you can see, have been in western Kentucky. Moderate rains here, very little into parts of eastern Kentucky. So let's check on the future here. Let's go to the blend of models and look at temperatures here for the next 24 hours or so. We'll start in the 50s this morning, and we'll head up into the upper 50s, probably around 60 again, or close to it, 58, 59, 60, before the cold front gets here, which will be later this evening, midnight-ish, early Thursday morning, and we'll shut off the rain. But the rain is going to come in and be with us for much of the day. And so we'll say upper 50s to around 60. Tonight we will, as the front passes through, we'll cool down into the 40s, around 43, 44, 45, maybe a little cooler to the west. Then tomorrow, really only get into the upper 40s, mid to upper 40s. This is after the cold front, and then there's going to be these little pieces of energy that come in behind the front, and each one of those could squeeze out a little moisture and kind of reinforce the colder air. But the coldest air hasn't yet arrived, and it won't tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the transition, the beginning of the cool down that's going to happen over the next several days. So we'll get up into the 40s tomorrow, mid to upper 40s, and then after that is when we really start to chill out. How about the moisture? Well, short term, I can just tell you it's going to be a rainy day, as you see here. Here's really the showers that are moving through and east of us this morning. We'll see some of that taper off. And then here comes the next surge, as I was telling you, is that low pressure system that's down in Mississippi. It's going to wreak havoc again today with, you saw the number of tornadoes yesterday, Texas and Louisiana. Today it's going to be more Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. On the north side of it, where we are, showers and occasional rumbles of thunder. I didn't hear anything overnight. There could have been, but we're not looking at severe weather here. But a lot of rain, yes, through the rest of the day. Look at this. It just keeps coming. Coverage 90%. That means just about everybody is going to get wet today, and rainfall amounts will be half inch, another half inch to 1 inch on top of what you've already received. So I'm still staying with my general 1 to 2 inches of additional rainfall or total rainfall, another inch possible today. We get into this evening, it begins to taper off as the cold front comes through, and then there's not much happening after that until we get that little piece of energy that comes through maybe Friday morning, and that one may be cold enough to where we could see snow flurries, not snow, but snow flurries. Just, and that's it. Okay, that's for Friday morning, not tomorrow morning, which is Thursday. How much rain? Okay, here are the projections. And yesterday, when I showed you this, it was pretty much on target with total rainfall between now and say Friday morning, 1.2, an inch, another inch is possible. Let's just put it that way. Most of you may get another half inch or so, 3/4 of an inch, but somebody's going to get an inch of rain out of this next 24 hours, or at least until early Friday morning. All right. So there's your projected rainfall totals across the area. Now, let's go to the maps, and I'll show you what to expect with the colder air coming in and that possibility we could see maybe some snowflakes. Here's the current scenario with a warm front to the north, high pressure helping drive all that Gulf moisture into the Gulf coastal states. And there's the low and the dry line that is going to be the cause of severe weather, as you see down in Louisiana and Mississippi today, southern Mississippi, where I've got some relatives. They're on guard again. This time of the year, it always seems like around Christmas, southern Mississippi gets hit with tornadoes, and they could get hit again here today. So on the north side of it, blizzard-like conditions, ice storm conditions. This is a very wound up low pressure system, very deep. But we're going to be in that particular area that just gets rain, maybe a few rumbles of thunder as we go into the afternoon, into this evening, and then overnight into early tomorrow morning. The cold front comes through and we're done with the big rain. But then behind it are these impulses of cold air and little short waves that rotate around that system, dissolving some of these fronts that are not carrying much weight. But then again, the winds will tighten up. Again, it's going to be breezy today, uh, and off and on tomorrow, the next couple of days, as this colder air gets drawn down on the backside of the low. The low winds around the low pressure system go like this little arrow is the cursor. It's going counterclockwise. So it's drawing in polar Canadian air and bringing it right down across Kentucky. That's why it's going to get much colder. And then you've got reinforcing high pressure to the west of that, which goes clockwise, and you see what happens. We get that, what we call the Coriolis effect. That's where the lows spin around counterclockwise. High pressure goes clockwise. The two meet and they produce, lots of cold air coming in for us in this scenario. Here we go into Friday, into Saturday. Another little piece of energy tries to work in. Now, these last few doesn't have or don't have moisture painted in here, but there will be enough to maybe as we go into, especially Monday night into Tuesday, comes a cold front. We will be cold enough for maybe some snow showers. That's on Monday night and Tuesday of next week, which is Christmas week. Again, I showed the numbers. It will be cold enough, but will the moisture hang around for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? Question mark. It's possible, but I don't want to get everybody's hopes up. Oh, Chris Allen said it's going to be a white Christmas. No, I did not say that. Did you hear me say that? No, you didn't. No, not going to do it. So we got to give this a little more time to bake in the oven. Got to allow it to cook a little more, and then we'll see what happens. But anything is possible with that kind of a setup. It's certainly going to be cold enough. Yes, plenty cold enough as we get into Christmas week. Bitterly cold. So if you have not really set up for cold weather, outdoors or indoors, you better do it now because the cold is coming and it's going to stay. And then it's really cold. All right. That'll do it for this morning's Sam Channel weather update, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. I'm getting ready to head over to Sam 100.7 on your radio this morning. Radio. It's radio. 100.7 is where you need to go to listen to my radio show. Classic hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And Christmas songs thrown in and some stuff that doesn't normally get played. I'm not going to wear out Mariah Carey. No, I didn't mean it that way. Like I could. It. All I want for Christmas is you. No, I dig into some of the other stuff that's out there and not the same old ones over and over. And I'm still qualifying people to get to win that grand prize from Gaylord Opryland Hotel Resort and the country Christmas package that is going to include 2 nights at Gaylord Opryland Hotel and Resort in Nashville, including ice, which is their big ice display that you go through. There's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all the famous characters from the special, the Christmas special, And you get to go ice tubing, which is, I hear, is just awesome, a blast. And so somebody on Friday morning is going to win that at 7:05 on my morning show at Sam 100.7. But you got to get qualified. You got to be caller 7 when you hear Ice Ice Baby. And when you hear it on the radio, caller 7, you get your name goes into the box. And on Friday morning at 7:05, I'm going to draw from the box the grand prize winner. In the meantime, have a great day. Thank you for watching and listening as always, and I'll see you on